Okay, we're doing face cam. Wait, can people hear my voice? Not sure. Oh, okay, we can. Cool. Let me decrease the music a little bit. Wait. Bam, bam, bam. Is it good? Is my mic level good? Wait, why is there? Okay, you're not. Okay, I'm not used to streaming much, so you're gonna see a lot of. What do you say? A lot of mistakes from my side, but you know it's fine. Oh yeah, you can see my background now. Let's go. Okay, while we wait, let's just make the background a bit more prettier. I show up this one. Wait, there we go. Wow. Okay. I gotta set the mood, you know? This one is inside the. Oh my god, bro. Okay. There we go. Okay, sorry about the mess. I'm moving out soon. It's not pretty, but you know, we set the mood a bit. I'll be starting in a few minutes, just waiting for people to show up. That's pretty much it. We got a few people in VC, and we got a few people on stream, so you can just watch whatever you feel is more comfortable. So yeah. Okay, I have planned. I mean, I have a full presentation ready. As Vittori said, where are the slides? I have them all ready for this day. Let's see. You can't hear the game. I mean, if you have the music on, then you won't want to hear the game, but it's fine. It can stay on like this. Wow. Okay, for now, my cam will cover everything, but once I switch to this, let me just see. Okay, my cam disappears on this one. Cool. Here, move promenade. Wow. All right, I did say I was gonna start now, so yeah, I'm doing a stream on Twitch because people asked for VODs, and this will be the VOD that you watch. So yeah, welcome everybody. This is a Katalina guide made by yours truly. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people wanting to play more Katalina, especially since she's like a very easy character to pick up, and she's really cool. So you know, I'm just doing everyone a favor, making it easy for you to like get to know how the character works and like how fun she is, because she's extremely fun to play. That's what I gotta start with. I have a presentation that I'll be going through the entire stream. So if you just wanna watch through it by yourself, you can also do that on the side. I have the presentation in the Discord server in EU Training Ground, so you can just join up there, and I have the presentation linked up in one of the advice sections. Yeah, let me see if I can link it here. I probably can. Bam. If you want to check the presentation up for yourself, I have it uploaded here. And wait, okay, fair enough. I'll do that. All right, let's get started. So I'm gonna switch the presentation real quick. There we go. My face cam will be gone, but that's fine. That is not what we're here for. Not exactly. All right. So we are now at the presentation, and I will show you what Katalina what pros and cons are, which we'll see in the next slide coming up next. Let's see, 5.1. Okay, so Katalina is a all-rounder character with very good buttons and good specials actually. She got great combos. She got full screen conversions that can be you can get them from almost anywhere if you hit confirm them. She also has great mix-up options with the 5U. They aren't much, but they're still very doable. Like the 5U 6-6, the empty dash, or 5U 4-4, the back dash. Like you have these options that you can use. It is your only gimmick, but that's all you have to. That's all you got to work with. So you just gotta use it to advantage the best way possible. 5U can also be used as a great mix-up tool, like brave counters, like calling up brave counters, because if you use 5U on a brave counter, you get a lot of reward back. So like if you can have a good read on your opponents, you get a very good reward out of it. Katalina's 2H is also really strong, her anti-air option. So like you can get very good conversions out of that as well. Like if you know the conversions, you can probably get a full corner conversion from mid screen and do big damage too while you're at it. So as I mentioned before, like she got great tools in general, and also that the matchup spread is also very good because she's doing well against most matchups, and there aren't much matchups that she loses hard in, like almost barely. She's mostly even in those. There are of course certain matchups that she like dominates in, especially because she has longer range and the 5U as well for the one hitters. She can 5U like one hit out of a special or a normal button and punish accordingly, and that's what she excels at. We have now talked about the pros of Katalina. We will now move on to the cons, the thing she is not very good at. So Katalina is a very straightforward character. Like her game plan is very simple. You just get a hit by good hit confirming, but that also makes it very predictable on like how you should approach the matchup, because you have to be unpredictable, which is hard because Katalina doesn't have any gimmicks that she can use outside of 5U. Like she got her specials. She got two special moves she can use as pressure tools, like Fireball and the Thrust if it is properly spaced. But it's not much to work with, and it can make it really hard sometimes because that makes your approaches really predictable. I also mentioned Katalina having like way bigger buttons than some characters, but there are also some characters out there that have way bigger buttons than she does, and those characters can also like outmaneuver or win against Katalina a bit easier because they can just reach her and she cannot reach them. It's just as simple as that. Katalina is also very weak against like low profile moves, like low hits. Like it clashes with the hurt box, and it kind of that you can't reach them the same way. Like for example, like Yuel's Hanarashi, which is just the low sweep on you, like when she goes back and forth and then she does a low sweep. Like she can't punish that with a fireball, for example. And if you do a far M, she can do the same thing there. Like she just dodges those. Like there are those scenarios that Katalina kind of lacks in a way. So she lacks a lot of low buttons, essentially. Another thing I will talk about is 5U. I did talk about how good 5U is, but now I will also talk about how bad 5U is, because 5U is mostly minus. You're very punishable, especially if you're predictable. And 5U also loses to grabs and mashing. If you just mash on a 6-6, you get your turn back. If you just 6L on a 4-4, you take a turn back. Just do a 6XL on them, and yeah, you just continue blocking. And I did talk about Katalina only having two special moves to work around, which is Fireball and Thrust, and also DP. It's a bit more risky, you know, but using Fireball and Thrust as chip damage is is not her best strength, because if she uses Fireball, she uses her power to like take her turns back, and also Fireball is a great tool for her to get good corner damage and also great like combo heights to extend her combos further. Like it gives her extra height that she needs. So yeah, like this is the pros and cons I mentioned now is like an overall thing of how summary of like how her kit is. But that is not all I have to talk about. I do have more stuff in the presentation. I have many slides filled in. My volume up. Of me or of... Yeah. Yeah, it could be that my microphone is not the best. I am speaking as loud as I can for the most part. Let me try this. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to live with this for now because I can't do much about it at the moment. Alright, let's go to the next slide. So I have the next coming slides are mostly about how her buttons work. The thing is, like most of the buttons, most of the description that I've written here can also be read in Dustloop, but this is like my own interpretation and also like my way of explaining how the buttons work. So if you can either watch these or read through these, or you can go to Dustloop or do both. Like it's the more resources the better. So here I'm talking about her normals with like close L being one of her fastest buttons, and also being plus. This is a button you'll be using a lot in combos, in pressure, especially in pressure. And as I wrote there, she has like this. You get the advantage from it because it's like +4 even on block. And if you get a hit with the close L, you can extend it to a close heavy in some cases. So yeah, close M is also like a very good button, both in pressure and in her BMBs, because most of her BMBs consists of you landing, for example, 236U, and then you just do 6XL into close M, or if you get a mid-screen combo to corner, you do a close M in the corner to extend the combo and do more damage while you're at it. It's overall a very good button. And then you have the close heavy, which is the the damage dealer. If you do land one of these, you do a big chunk of damage, and it's great because you can also link it into 5U, which you can extend your combos in corner and mid screen. So yeah, I'm just giving like a brief summary of how it works because I don't want to overload, especially since you want to learn like basic stuff, and there's a lot of slides to go through. So I'll try to talk. I'll try to not overload information on one certain thing only, and if I do, please do tell him like beforehand. Yeah. Okay, here are only specials. She got Fireball, Thrust, and DP. This isn't much, but at the same time, it's kind of a nice thing because then you'll have to worry about how many specials you got. You have these tools to work with, and you make the most out of it. That's what I really like about her kit. So Fireball is the main thing you should be using, especially in corner combos and BMBs. 226 light 226L and M is mostly used for zoning. That's pretty much it. Like you shouldn't use it otherwise, except in some corner pressures, but that comes later. It's not super important, at least not for now. Heavy Fireball is your best tool because that's the move that makes you extend your combos and also makes you plus on pressure. So it's the best tool she got. Sorry, second best tool. 214 is the most controversial one, I would say, because this is the button you can use a lot, but at the same time, if you use it too much or too predictably, you will lose games for it, because if you don't space them well, you will get hit and you will be unsafe. But if you can space them well, then you can do a space trap, which works sometimes as well. So like this button has a lot of good and bad things about it. And also, as I wrote in the presentation, like use it with caution, because if you do send it out a lot, your opponent can just jump it. They can also spot dodge, which works sometimes. They can also, well, if you play a mirror, a Katalina can just 5U the 2-1-4. So that's also another option. But you do have 2-1-4H, which is part of your BFB combos in the corner, because if you land a 2-1-4H against your opponent in the corner, you extend your combo. So keeping that in mind is also great. Let's see. And moving on to the next slide, we have the DP. There isn't much to say about it, except like you can use it to escape bad scenarios, and you can use the UDP to escape like save stuff like save jabs, or if you're in a very bad spot, because you can't get counter hit out of a UDP. You can only get normal hits out of it, which is fair enough for a UDP. I've been saying the word bread and butter, BNB, like a lot, and this is probably why, because these buttons are the buttons you want to be using in the BNBs. We talked about Fireball being a very good button, and the heavy Fireball, but now we're going to talk about the U Fireball, because the U Fireball is part of her main BNBs. Like this is where the hit confirming comes in play, because you have to get a hit, and once you do get a hit, you confirm it into 2-6U to convert it into a full scale combo. So like a scenario, you land a 2M on your opponent, and then you just do a 2-6U, and depending on distance, you can either 6XL into do a close triple attack, or you can do a 6XL into triple close medium attacks to then keep the extension going. The main thing is, this is your main button you want to practice, because this will be the part of your big BNBs, like good combos you're gonna do. As you also can see, I have mentioned all of the heavy buttons, because they are great tools that can be used in both BNBs and also as anti-airs. Because you see 2H there, that this is the button that gives you the anti-air options. And the far heavy can also be used in both mid-screen combos and anti-air, because far heavy catches air, like people jumping from distance. So yeah, these are like the small overall explanation of what the buttons do. Here we got Katalina's far buttons, like we got far L, far M. We mentioned far H in the last slider. I also brought in 2M here because it has a lot further reach. 2M is extremely broken. It is 7 frames, and you can also use it as a frame trap tool. And this will be the main button you use for your BNB, because most of the times you'll be confirming your either far M or 2M into a 2-6U, and that will be the deciding factor of how you win the games. Yeah. Far L is also extremely broken. Like you can catch people coming in on you, like trying to close the gap, and you just get a far L, and you can either confirm it into something or just do it with a regular strike. Like anything works. The main point is like this button is super fast, and you're also plus on block, and you're plus on hits. You know, I recommend using it in overall. We have talked about mix-up in the presentation as well, and these are the buttons. I mean, I mentioned Light Wall, which is her main gimmick. We also have JU, which is her best jumping button, because it has like, it does like cross up. It has a cross up hitbox, which can be great for like, well, for jumping mix-ups and for more plus frames. And you also have Ryajin Strike, which is used for like extending combos, and that's pretty much it. Extend combos. I recommend using Ryajin Strikes when you know you can kill your opponents, or when you want to extend a combo. You have to extend. For example, like if you want the corner advantage and you can't reach the corner yet, you can use one Ryajin Strike and 25 meters to get Ryajin Chain, and then get them to corner, because that will put you in a better spot, right? So in general, you want to be using Ryajin Strike in like often good scenarios that gives you the advantage. Because if you just put them out randomly, you will just lose its value, and you just take more health as well, which is something you don't want. We also talked about light wall here, and I have 2 slides explaining what light wall does. So I'll take it then, because this is only like a very small summary of what it actually does, and I think you guys need more context, because that's also where the counterplay kind of comes in. I think some people really struggle with the 5U light wall. That's the main complaint I've been getting about like people fighting Katalina. Because the gimmicks of 5U can be annoying to deal with, especially if the Katalina knows what they're doing. Then it's horrendous. My throat is already dry. Damn, I have barely yapped. This is like just the beginning. I hope. No, I'm joking. We're almost halfway through. I'm kind of speedrunning this because I want to like go through everything first, like give a brief explanation of how the things goes, and then once I've explained the overall stuff of everything, I can just show some combos. Because I'm right now in the game, and I can just show you some of the basic routes. I think it's good to also like visualize it, and once you visualize it, you can also try it out yourself. That is a great way to get to learn and to implement it into your gameplay. Just like every character in Granblue, every character has a dash attack. As everyone knows, 6XL is the broken button in Granblue. It is the main button you should be using a lot, because you cover a lot of distance and you're plus. You just keep mashing it. It's gonna work. So I recommend using 6XL a lot, especially as Katalina, since you lack options in general. Like you have less buttons to work with, and 6XL is a great way to reset your pressure. 6XM on the other hand, I would not recommend using as much, because you have to call out either a backdash or your opponent walking backwards from your pressure, because you get a soft knockdown from it. So it is recommended to do so during those situations, but otherwise I will not use it, because you are minus if your opponent blocks it, and then you get punished for it depending on if you have spaced it correctly or not. So it's generally don't use 6% unless you're very sure you're gonna hit it. With great mastery, you'll be able to use 6XH, because this button can make you believe that they won the round, because most of the time people are gonna 6XL and take the turn back, and it will work, because if you don't space this button properly, you will get punished for it. But if you do space it properly, you can do a proper space trap, and you will get your turn back and do some great damage. But this button takes more practice and some labbing to do to be able to get the grasp of the timings and the spacing. And once you have done that, you can do some great space trapping, and also mental stack your opponent to thinking they might space trap or just not do anything. The options are endless, and that is the main point. And also, as I mentioned in the presentation, practice proper spacing before usage, because if you don't practice the spacing, you're gonna get punished for it. That's the simple answer. Oh boy. Well, here's one of the sliders for 5U. I am talking about this because this is the main thing that people are complaining about, especially people who cannot handle Katalina 5U in the BC. Okay, so in this specific slide, I'll talk about the mix-up and the pressure. So, okay, you're gonna see some numbers here and there. You're gonna see the slash thingy. So as you may know, Light Wall can tank 1 hit, and is very vulnerable to multi-hit moves and cancelable attacks. So let's say you play Siegfried and you do a 2M into slam. Katalina will tank the 2M, but not the slam, because he can only tank 1 hit, right? So that's how that works. Aside from that, her 5U options, most of them are minus. I think every option is minus, even the ones that she has charged up as well. But even so, even though they are minus, people still are not aware that she can, like they can punish it, but they don't know about it because they think she's safe, but she's actually not safe. That's just mental stack. But if you fight a better player, they will know that it's minus because they probably labbed it, right? You know, 5U being problematic. They'll just either grab you for it or they'll just smash close L, and yeah, you get punished for it. I'm mentioning attacks in this slide, but the next slide is more about the attacks, so I'll talk about that more in the next slide. Aside from that, as I mentioned, these are mix-up options. 5U into /66. That is probably her best option because you're the least minus on that option, and you can go in for a grab if your opponent is mental stack to just hold the block button. You can either go for a grab or go for close pressure, or just shimmy them as well. Like this is a great button for shimmy. Because you get to slashing, you're -5. They think you might like grab them, you backdash, and then you do a shimmy. Like it works perfectly fine. 5U/4/4. This is the more tricky part because most of the times people won't punish this, especially if they don't know how it works. But if you do fight against a better player, they'll probably 6XL to take their turn back because you're -8 and 6XL is -8. So if they do it inside 6XL, they'll catch you on your way back and you have to keep blocking. Like it's just simple as that. The more unsafe option, in my case, in any case, would be the 5U empty dash. So you hold the 5U and then you empty dash into like closer to them. It's great. It's a great option, but you're all -33, and if they catch you doing it, you get mega punished. You can't do anything about it. So I would recommend doing this if you have mental stack your opponent into blocking like most of your strings, because if they know you're gonna go for this option often, they're just gonna punish you for it. It just, yeah, that's how it goes. Something that I like to do sometimes, which can also work to like catch my opponent off guard, is to like hold the 5U longer, like the delay splash. Because the thing is, this is where levels comes in as well. Like the longer you hold the 5U, the more levels you get on your 5U, and that can lead to more options coming along. But in this scenario, if you use the 5U delay slash, you can catch them trying to mash or something, and you get a counter hit out of it, and they can just get a combo. So you know, it's an option. But if the opponent has a multi-hit move, I recommend using it less because you know then you get slimed for it. I think Kag's far heavy would definitely break through the wall because he had more than 3 hits. So if you were to use anything that is more than 1 hit, then you're gonna definitely break the light wall because he can only tank 1 single hit, like literally nothing else. If he did tank more than 2 hits, this would be so broken, like it would be crazy. I would cry, bro. I would cry. Oh, shite. Hopefully my mic is fine. I have to deal with this mic for now. I'll get a better mic later on. So for now, just deal with this mic, and I'll host a better bot next time. All right, so let's take a quick break because I've been yapping so much. My brain is not my brain. It's my I have a dry throat already. Shit. It's only been 25 minutes and I'm already tired. That's crazy. Okay, here is the next slider, the one I talked about, which is regarding levels, because this is where the complication part begins. Because levels can make you safe actually, and most people don't know this, and I find it really funny because they think, because as I said before, like these options are all minus, but some people don't know that it's also safe. So depending on how you play around with levels, you can also like keep mixing up your opponents into thinking that you are plus, or you are, you have options to mix them up. All right. So as you see on the top description, I've talked about levels. You can also read through this by yourself if you want to in the presentation that I've linked, both in the Discord and on stream. So yeah, let's talk about levels. So this is something that most Granblue players doesn't know about, which is like every attack has a level to it. Like for example, Far Light has level 1, Far M has level 2, and Far Heavy has level 3. Like every button is categorized in different levels because they are different in strength. And depending on what kind of strength hits the light wall, you can get an extension. Your light wall levels up, and you get a more perk from your light wall. For example, if someone were to hit you with a Far M with your 5U out, you get a level 2 light wall. It's kind of confusing, because you have to keep track of levels. But I think once you know how it works, you won't think about it that much. It's just in the beginning, like you might think about levels a bit too much because sometimes you go for one option but it doesn't work because it's not on the right level and stuff like that. But in the beginning it won't matter as much, but once you reach higher level you can probably think about levels more, because that's when, for example, level 2 will matter way more at higher level than it does at lower level, because like in the lower ranks you won't worry about level 1, because that's when you like get the basic BNB combos. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when you do a BNB, most of the times you only get level 1 charge. I think when you do anti-airs, that's the only time you can get level 2 on your 5U, but that's pretty much it. That's like a small little knowledge check. More like fact drop. As you guys see below, I have described exactly what button you can press after landing each level. How's things going over here? It's going great. I'm hosting a guide in a long time. I have a dry throat. I gotta get some water soon. I'm just talking about the notorious 5U that people keep complaining about. Like, I remember back in 1.5 where people were like, I don't like Katalina, she has 5U. She can just, I don't know, 5U all my BCs and get a free win. It's pure skill issue. If you just BC too often and the cat knows it, stop BCing so often. It's just that simple, isn't it? Okay, at the bottom I've talked about, I'm talking about which button you can land after 5U levels. Like light attack gives you 0 to 1, 0 to 1 levels depending on the timing and also when you hit it and stuff like that. Medium attack always gives you +1 level, which makes you land for M to M. Sometimes close heavy, but that's I didn't mention it because it's a rare case. You can land close heavy like from mid screen, but in corner you can land almost any button. So that's good to keep in mind if you want to like optimize the damage. And of course, a heavy attack gives you level 3, which gives you a crumble state. And from there you can do your BNBs. You can either extend it from one corner to the other, or you can do a full-on corner combo to SBA to like do some proper damage. Wait, oh yeah, sorry, wrong slide. There we go. Wait. And here I'm talking about Brave Counter. I have talked about how we can 5U the Brave Counter, but now I'm going to talk about how Katalina can use her Brave Counter. It's nothing special really, it's just, everyone uses the Brave Counter the same way. Just Brave Counter when you want to get out corner. Like when you're stuck in the corner and you want to get out, just BC, right? And I think the only time Brave Countering matters is when you fight someone who has like a Brave Counter bait, or if you fight a mirror match against Katalina, because if you're a cat and you're playing against another cat, you both have to be wary on when someone does a BC light wall, because then the one who does it gets punished. That's just how the game goes. And yeah, as I mentioned in the presentation, like how you use this tool will be the deciding factor to victory or defeats. Because you have three BCs that you can use each round, and it is up to you to like use these BCs and make the best out of them, right? Let's see. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, brother. Here are the next slides. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it as short as possible. Hopefully, I'm not going too overboard with the knowledge, because I also want to show stuff, not just just talk about them. Because it's always good to get like a description of how what stuff does, and then I show you how it goes, and then once you have seen how it all works out, you can also try them yourself. That's the way of learning, or at least that's the way I prefer to like learn something. Because just listening on something, like if someone tells you you should do this and that, you can always say yes, yeah, I'll do it. But then once push comes to shove, you probably won't do it because you're like, I'm not sure how it looks like. But then I'm telling you how it goes, and then I'll show you how it goes. Then you can try it yourself because you have both a theoretical but also like a practical example of how it should be. In this slide, I'm talking about frame traps. So just to make it easier for you guys, I am showing you how to do simple strings. For example, 2L, 2L into 5L, close lights 2L into far L, like stuff like this. Oh, sorry. Okay, I should probably change that to 2L, 2L into far L. It's not 5L. My bad. So these are some simple strings you can try to use in matches. For example, the ones below, like far L into 2M, is a very good frame trap. If someone wants to press after your far L, in corner, you might want to go for close L into close heavy, because that will catch your opponent mashing and you get big damage out of it. Like, I'm just showing you the options that you got, and it's up to you to like try these options. Right, oh wait, wrong again. There we go. This is just like general Katalina knowledge that I want to share with you. It's very simple. Give me these 5 points. The first one is you can play a very patient Katalina, because if you do, your opponent will tweak, and that's when you like use the patience to your advantage. And this is also where the hit confirmer comes in, because if you're the patient one and you get the hits, you can convert them into a full combo. That's like where the connection is, you know. So number 1 and number 5 goes well together. Good knowledge. And then we also talk about 5U, which is point number 2. It's nothing big. This is like stuff I mentioned in the previous slides. Number 3, this is something that I also discovered kind of late, because I didn't think about it at first. But after like playing cat for a while, one of my friends discovered that you can get certain routings with counter hits with any close buttons, and that can make the routes do more damage. And that's something I'll let you discover by yourself, or once you reach higher level, I can teach you it. So yeah, it's just small facts. I think most of you that are watching my stream have seen most of my combos, either on like brackets or fighting against me and stuff like that. Like a lot of those combos are mostly improvised. Some are imprinted into my let's say autopilots. Like I just autopilot certain combos because they're just stuck in my brain because I've been practicing them so much. But most of my anti-air combos and most of my like weird connecting combos are improvised because Cat has such a small kit and also like very good buttons. They can just be so versatile with them. Okay, so this slider is mostly for the videos that I'm coming ahead, because I have uploaded some videos. I can just show you real quick. Oh damn! Okay, it started. Like for example, here I'm showing you like the basic mid-screen conversion. Like there it is. I can increase the quality for a quick bit. So if you want like a visual presentation of what these do, I have the text here you can follow, and I have the video, so you can just check this out for reference and to try this out yourself. This is just like a small compilation of clips you can use. There's no sound, but it's alright. I'm just gonna keep showing these videos. Like, this is on very good routes. Like, I'm not showing every route possible. I'm showing a few routes that I think are very good to learn. So this is like my recommendation, you could say. Let's see, we got this one. That's it. We got this one as well. One of the anti-air options. Let's look at this combo, bro. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. And the list goes on. I think this is the last clip, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. This is going way too fast. It's fine. This is a slider for my personal takes and tips for how to play Katalina. Like, when beginners try to pick up characters, they usually go for the ones that are really cool, you know, really cute. Most of the time girlies, because, you know, they're cute. And few of them might like Katalina, which is great, because she teaches you the basic fundamentals of Granblue, and she also has great buttons to show for it. So picking her up as a first character is great. But I think the best part, I mean, the most important part is that you should really take your time to learn what buttons she does, and also like get accustomed to them, because you can press any button like as much as you want, but if you don't know what they're doing, like, then what's the point, you know? You want to think about what your buttons do and how you can use them to advantage, and not just throw them out for no reason, pretty much. At higher level, playing Katalina really comes down to optimizing her damage, because every hit for her counts. Since she lacks a lot of like mix-up options and also lack of gimmicks, you have like every hit you get can be converted, and it counts because you want to do the damage and be in advantage most of the times. And that's like the victory condition for Katalina. Hit confirm, get into the corner, mix up pressure, and then finish him off. Yeah, I talked about point 3 already from the first point. 5U once again mentioned. Nothing too much. Pretty much what I talked about before as well, with the break counter patterns and catch off timings and mental stacking. And this is my second favorite page. No, favorite page. I think someone in the Promenade servers sent this image. I think it was Default who sent it to me. Default mentioned, you know, someone who works hard can never be someone who enjoys himself. Like, the important parts, no matter what character you play, even if it's Katalina or not, like, it is to have fun. Like, have fun playing the game. Have fun learning about the characters, learning about your playstyle, like how you improve and stuff like that. You can always get better. You can always get better at the game, but the one thing you gotta prioritize above anything else is to have fun, because that's how you keep playing the game, and that's also how you will enjoy your time doing so. So I recommend playing the game when you want to have fun, and learn the character when you want to have fun, because it's supposed to be fun to learn about your own character that you play, right? And learn their cool combos. That's the pipeline here. Yeah, and also the text on the right, you know, my love for Katalina. Okay, look, I'm not in love with her, not like that, but I do love her. This is controversial. This is very controversial. I think I cooked myself there. I don't love her, but I love her. You know, it's complicated. But yeah, I remember someone telling me that, like, because the thing is, my first main in Granblue was Seox, and his playstyle is rushdown, right? He just goes in on you, has mix-ups, does have a very good pressure on you in corner. But Katalina is not like that. Because the thing is, like, back in vanilla, I wanted to try Katalina, but then I was like, no, I'm not sure if I like her. So I just moved to Seox when I bought Rising, and then I tried him. It was really fun, but I didn't find myself like learning about the game and the fundamentals. So I just dropped it pretty much. But like I think it was Vilkis. I talked to him about like learning fundamentals and just said, you could try picking up a Shoto or like a beginner friendly character. And I took his advice and I picked up Catalina because I was like, yeah, she's really cool. And then I saw her dress and I was like, yeah, I really want to play this character. And once I did, I started to have more fun in the game, and I also invested a lot of time learning about her and the character as well, and her playstyle. And once I realized how her playstyle was, I got more invested. I also grinded a lot, and after like 100 days, I reached my goal, and now I'm coaching people to learn the same character as I, because she's extremely fun, and she is very hot. Oh yeah. I'm just, simping so hard. Yeah, sorry, Graham. I had the presentation. I'm showing it on Twitch. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that to the Discord people. Damn it. My bad. I messed up. You can try to catch up if you go. I also have the presentation. I have the presentation linked in Twitch, but I also have it in the Discord. Let me just show it to you. Bam. Yeah, my bad. I should have started with that first. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm kind of sad though. I'll catch the VOD. Yeah. My bad. All right. Do I have any more slides left? I think I do. Okay. Lastly, before we go to me showing off some combos and stuff, if you want to watch some high level players or high level gameplay videos, you can check these videos out that I picked up myself. I put myself there as well because hell yeah, why not? But the ones you should really be looking for is mostly Saki, Miya Mitsurugi, because they have played the character a lot. For the longest time. Vandin is also very new. I mean, I haven't seen them play the game until recently. I mean, like, they're new to the community. That's what I'm trying to say. But even so, their Katalina is still very good. So watching their cat is recommended because they are way better than I am. So yeah, that is the last slide of my presentation, I think. And now we shall move on to the actual Rising gameplay. Okay, let's do this. So if you have any questions you want to ask, I can answer them in text. I mean, like through Twitch. If not, I can just go through some combos that I usually do. We can start with like a simple BMB, something like this. Is there any Oki reset setups I could worry about when fighting guys? There is one that I discovered recently thanks to Paduro. They show me this route. Let me see if I can do it. Right. From distance. I can't land it. Bam. Okay, this setup that I just did right now is the one you should be looking out for because this is a safe jump Oki setup. So the thing here is, after she does this conversion, after landing a close L like that, she jumps and she gets like a jumping heavy, OJU, and that keeps her plus on your way down. And because she's plus, you cannot catch her with DP or anything, so you should not press anything if she does this route. So Somewhere along these lines. Bam, bam, and then jump. I'm +7. You can't DP that. So this one you should look out for a lot. Another one you can look out for, I mean, this one is also very basic. Just after a grab, you'll see some players jumping afterwards. They're plus. You should not, you know, DP after. Like +13 again. This is a safe jump. Every character gets a safe jump after a grab. So this is universal. Aside from that, what else? Any Oki setups? I think I have one more. Let's do a normal cat BNB corner combo. Wait, sorry, I dropped it. Bam, bam. I'm dropping again. Whoa. Bam, 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 bam. You'll be seeing sometimes that people go for close M twice, like after a corner combo. This is like a meaty or like a delay, because they can catch you pressing sometimes, and then you get a combo out of it. So if you see someone go for the close M two times in a row, you should be a bit wary of the timings, because this can catch you, like without you expecting it. So that's another one. There is one BC bait that is very rare, because you won't see anyone do it because it's so risky, but this one exists, and I think someone showed it to me a while ago. Let me just set the settings real quick. So brave counter on the block count 1. Okay, is she blocking? No. And now she's blocking. So okay, watch closely. For L into 214M. Wait, oh, she's out of BCs, no mind. Bam. Okay, you can probably see where this one is risky, right? Okay, let me turn off Brave Counter real quick. It's -8 from this distance. So let's say 4L, bam. -8. This is very risky. If you do this in an actual bracket and you mess it up like this, you get punished for it. Like, this is why people don't go for this option, because they'd rather just, you know, just do this instead. Because this is way safer. And if you don't BC, you just backdash. You'll still be very minus, but you can still block afterwards, because it takes time for them to react. But this one, like it can catch someone off guard, 100%, but you have to have a very good read for it to work. Otherwise, I will not recommend it. Delay 214H. Ooh. I'm trying to think of a good answer to that. Because the thing is, I mean, this is like the same scenario as a DC bait. It is very rare for a Katalina to hold the 214H, because you hold it for a long time. You do get like a guard crush on it if you fully charge it, right? And you're +7, which is weird. Wait, what the hell? Okay, so if you somehow manage to land a fully charged 214 heavy, wait, let me do it properly. Bam. Okay, no, it depends on distance as well. Okay, there we go. You can get something like this, but it's not worth it. Because if you charge it, they have time to counter you. Either 6XL or send a fireball or jump. It can also roll it, because that's the way you punish 214. But I will not say that 214H is recommended to delay. Like, the only time I can see being useful is like something along these lines. Like, do something like this, bam. Like, let me see, bam, bam, bam. On the way landing back, you can do something like this. Like, let me see, bam, bam, bam. Let's say they're not blocking. Let's say you do an anti-air, and you are trying to like close a gap, and they mash and wake up. Bam, 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 bam. You get something like this. That's like the only use I can see for 214H, like in a normal scenario. Otherwise, something that I use sometimes in certain matchup is like if someone is just, let's say, okay, they're blocking. If they're blocking a lot, just doing nothing. Bam, bam. Okay. I give the space so they move, and once they make a move, I do something like this. Let's say, bam. They're blocking everything I send them. Blah blah blah. And then now they make one move. They move forward. I do this. Bam, bam, bam. Get a full conversion. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend using delayed 214H or 214M in most scenarios. If there's anything else you wonder, you can ask them as well. It could be anything. Let's see, what else can she do? I can show you some anti-air combos in the bot, because this will be turned into a bot later for those who couldn't be here today. So I'll do a few combos and then I'll probably stop the stream because I don't want it to be too long. I want the guide to be less than 2 hours, and I think we have succeeded at that because we have almost reached the 1 hour mark. And I hope this guide like makes more people pick up the character, but also gets a better understanding of how she works, both in counterplay and in like guide, because I want more players to represent this character in EU, and because she's amazing in almost any way possible. Alright, I'll show you some of my anti-air combos I've been practicing a lot, so you get like a big understanding of it. Let's see. Okay, this one is pretty bad. There you go. That's better. Wow. I'm messing up. I'm messing up again. This is why it's good to practice anti-air combos, because they aren't always that consistent. Now, you have to like get used to the timings and get used to like hitting different buttons to connect them. Bam, bam, bam. This is why I mean with her combos being very versatile. How do I prevent my opponent from rolling on my cancels during pressure? Ooh, okay. I think most of us are probably used to, let's say, counter on block. Bam, bam, bam. Let's do crossover. Okay. Vera is now, okay, she is not blocking, but she will be now. Okay, so something that high level players have been practicing against Katalina is dodging her heavy fireball. So, and most of the times they will roll it because that'll keep them plus. Wait, why is she not rolling? Okay. What the hell? Okay. Okay, so, okay, this is a better example. Bam. They roll my fireball, they're +5. They get a close light from this, right? If you want them to stop, like stop rolling, you can do something like this. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Sorry. Bam, bam, bam. In most cases, the player will like they'll roll it immediately. So when you do like something like this, they're gonna roll it. In this case, the bot's not doing it because the bot is a bot. If you want to catch someone rolling or pressing something late, you can just do a delayed fireball, which will catch them. Or if not, you can just do bam bam, and then bam, bam 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 bam, bam bam bam. Like 2L is the answer. Either 2L or 2U. Bam. Hello. Bam 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 bam. Like you have to mix up your pressure by using more 2Ls and 2Us, because if you represent 2L, 2U, and 6XM more, your opponent will stop rolling. They'll roll less at least. Most players will roll less. And of course, if you want to catch someone like not rolling from something as simple as close light, you can just do something like this. Catch them. Bam, bam. Even delayed. Bam, bam. Bam. Or do it instantly. Like mix up the timings. And then something else is for L. Bam. If, let's say you're doing far L into fireball a lot and they just roll it. Just do something like this instead. Bam. The roll it, bam. There you go. Bam. Punished. Or you can just pressure them. Let's say bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. What else can I show you? Okay, you know what? I can show you the frame traps working like in practice as well, because why not? Let's say we're pressing far light after I press far light to like counter me doing 6XL. Let's say we're doing this the entire time. Far light to 6XL, and she press far light to catch me. What you can do instead is far light to M. Bam, bam. And this is your BMB. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. That's one. If they're mashing, bam, bam. Wait. There we go. This is Katalina's basic frame trap. Anything else I can mention? Do you DP6XL attempts after you do U/44? Ooh, okay. This is a good question, actually. Let's say Ryajin corner. Wait, I think I have an option for this. Bam. Let's say, yeah, okay. 6XL, okay, nice. Okay, so like in general, if the player keeps doing 6XL on you when you do 5U44, 100%. You can mental stack it by doing DP, because you know, like if for example, if someone does infinite pressure on you and you just want to DP, you can do it, because you know they'll do this. They will do the same pressure less, and they'll actually block more because they're afraid of you DPing. Sometimes, you know, they'll do more safe pressure, and the same applies for 6/644. I mean, sorry, 5U44, because if you DP every time, they won't do an instant 6XL. They might delay it, or they won't do it at all. So I think representing the options sometimes is good, but not very often, because, well, DP is unsafe. Okay. Okay, spot dodging 6XL. It's a funny thing, because it's like a varied thing, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Let's see if I can time it. Like, depending on when you spot dodge the 6XL, it can be either plus or minus, or safe. Like it really depends. Like if there's 6XL and you preemptively spot dodge, you're the one who's plus. But if you react to it, you're minus. Like spotting 6XL is very inconsistent. I would not recommend spot dodging. I would just say if there's 6XL on you a lot, especially on wake up, you can DP, like something like, you know, something as light DP even works, or medium DP. If you do like a very consistent timing and consistent scenarios, you can totally go for DP. Spot dodging really counts on when you spot dodge, and that's kind of inconsistent, because you have to spot dodge preemptively to be plus than them, and to get something out of it. Otherwise, if you do even a small delay, it can be minus, and then you're the one losing pretty much. They're +6, they get a free grab pretty much. So yeah, that is my take on the 6XL spotting. It can work sometimes, 100%, but I wouldn't recommend you doing it a lot, because the thing is, like, if someone just spot dodges your 6XL, they can also just mix you up by doing a delay 6XL and catch you. For example, let's say, yeah, delay 6XL, bam, they already take their turn back. So yeah. Let me switch back to anti-air. Wait, no, sorry. Bam, bam. Why can't I? Okay. You're welcome. Plus 35, that's wild. Okay, this is a... I have another Oki setup that I want to show. I think I discovered this through Saki, which is somewhere along these lines. Wait, she's blocking. Why is she blocking? There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Bad distance. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Like on this tab, you're plus 31. You can do either close. You can do a close light and the close medium meaty. Like it's so cool. Vanden, what's up? This is my coach. Hello, Vanden. I mentioned you in my presentation. You missed it. I can show you again. Let me see if I can. I'm doing it for you. Beginner Onesama. Whoa. Look, I mentioned your name. Ah! Watch high level Katalina replay. Vanden. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hosting a guide for Katalina players, for beginners, so they can pick up Katalina. Yeah, so this is the VOD. People can save the VOD later on, and they can go through it and see like what I've talked about, because some people are not available to watch the stream pretty much. If you have anything you want to like teach, or like if you have any tips, you can also type them in chat. And then I'll add it to the presentation as well, because I think the more perspective you have, the better it is. Okay, that combo did not land. If you guys have any questions, I can answer for a bit more. I have a lot of time left. I'm just practicing anti-air combos until I see a question in chat. Wait. Oh my god. Bam. Bam. Look at this sauce though. Like, this sauce are crazy. Like, people say cat has no sauce, but look at these combos. They're sick. Bam. Bam. Wait. Okay, now I'm dropping though. Never mind. Okay, as I mentioned in my presentation, it's good to practice the anti-air combos without counter hit as well, because then you get more consistent with it, like this. Okay, that dropped. Bam, 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 bam. Will this hit? Will this hit? No! It hits? Ain't no way! Damn! You see, like, you discover stuff like this. It's so cool. I think cats... I'm gonna show you Cat's most damage combo. I think it's like it's something like this. Wait, I think it has to be with counter hits. Let me see. Bam. Ah. Okay. Bam. That's actually a counter hit. Wait. Fuck. Okay. There we go. Wait, no! I'm messing up so bad. Bam. No, wait. I forgot how the combo went. I think it was... No, wait, fuck. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Wait. Oh yeah, okay, now I remembered. Okay, so the combo goes somewhere along these lines. Bam, bam, bam. This is her best damage, I think. It's like 10k, like without any BC removal. It's 10k damage. Damn. Holy. Like if I were to remove the VCs. Wait, where did I do it now again? Let me see. That's me. Wait. Bam. Wait, she has one left. Never mind. Ah! Wait. Bam. 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 Now look at this damage, brother. Wait, 13k! Oh, this will do 15k, I think. Or 14. Nah, 14k. Okay. 14.6k damage. That's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more thing, and it is regarding her 5U, because I talked about her 5U being able to land into any button in corner if she gets a level. 2U. 2U is very situational. I think Vandin knows more about 2U, because I've seen some other Katalina players use 2U in certain combos because it gives better launch. I can show you one example. Like, let's say this BMB. Wait, sorry, I dropped the combo. Wow. You get like if you use 2U in this combo, you get a more consistent close heavy in corner. Because if you use 2M, you have a harder chance of getting close heavy sometimes. That's the way I see it. I think that's pretty much it. Even though 2U is a bit slower than 2M, it's like 1 frame slower. Like it does a small difference. 2U is mostly like for catching lows, and and most of the times I don't recommend using 2U because it's minus on block. I can just make Vera block real quick. Well, okay, block low as well. Minus 11. You can get a far heavy from this. 6XL even, like any button, any no button will work. And the only way you can be safe here is like doing 2U into Fireball, and then you're minus 7. Or you can do this into heavy Fireball. But if you just roll it, it's over for you. But you're plus 5, so you know 6XL back again. Yeah, I mean, okay. Jokes aside, like 2U, I wouldn't recommend using it too much unless you want to go for a certain combo route or if you want to catch your opponent rolling too much. That's pretty much it. I should probably mention it in my presentation. Okay, counterplay related. This question is counterplay related. I'm having trouble with challenging Katalina's neutral keepouts. Ooh, okay. I mean, since we have Vandin in chat, I mean, is Vandin still here? Because Vandin plays both Cat and Beatrix. I mean, I have my own take on it, but I think Vandin has more experience because he plays both characters at high level. But like my personal take would be, let me just switch characters real quick. Let's do Beatrix now. Wait, maybe I should switch role. No, this is fine. Like with Beatrix, you got far heavy, right? And this button is a very good button for like whiff punishing or like keeping Katalina out. Let's say like from this distance. If Cow to press 2M, you do far heavy, you catch him pretty well. That works. You also have 6XL. I mean, everyone has 6XL. Like one thing a lot of players might be scared of is this button, like the 5U here, because you can just get a free grab. It's a command grab, So you can use that to mix up. Like if they are like expecting you to do far heavy a lot, you can just jump at them because they're gonna block. You can get either a normal grab or a command grab, or you can just do a shimmy into Fireball or bam. There's two very plus. Wait, this is minus? -4. Plus -3. Shimmy works as well. Like the thing is, like your far heavy like gets most of Cat's buttons because it reaches further and has like a weird hitbox at the end, a hurt box. So using far heavy in this matchup is recommended. I mean, especially in the corner like this. But that's all I can say regarding the matchup, like regarding the far heavy thingy. But the thing is, like, the one thing I can say for sure is most of the times a cat will either look for a 2M to whip punish you, or they will go for 6XL to take the turn back real quick. They can do far heavy to catch your far heavy, but like, if you know their timing of it, you can probably take a turn back or whip punish them as well. So like, the options are there, but what I can say is like, try to practice whip punishing those buttons, or just how do you say? Yeah, pretty much practice the matchup essentially. Let's see, 5U question. Okay, let's cancel standby. Wait, what did I press? Damn it. 5U after a triple attack. You mean after like this? Because like the thing is, you can't get a 5U after a. Sorry, let me demonstrate. It's better if I show you. Okay. If you do a 5U after this, your opponent will block because you can't land it afterwards. But if your opponent is crouching, you can extend the combo. Bam, bam. But if they're standing up, you can't do it. Bam, bam. Wait, sorry. Bam, 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 bam. If that's what you're talking about. There are also times where even me myself have fallen for the trap of like doing a delayed 5U and then something like this happens, or you do something like this. Like sorry, bam, bam, bam. You delay your 5U too much so that your opponent can have time to block. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Is that true? Yeah. Wow. But you gotta be extremely fast though. I mean, you are +9, but you gotta do it like instantly. Bam. This big damage, brother. Look at this big damage. This is her most optimal corner to corner. Just spam it. It's easy. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. 10k almost damage. Damn, bro. Yeah, only on crouch, but on standing though, you get close medium. Bam. But the thing is, for this to land, you have to like be really into your opponent. Yeah. Because the thing is, if you're too far away, this will turn to a far medium. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, yeah, it won't work. Anything else? What else can you teach? I'll wait for some more questions. I can see if Discord has... Okay, people on Discord are watching this on Twitch. Let's go. Perfect. Standing have to be on meaty. I did a meaty was against Tomb, but I didn't believe in the counter hit. Yeah, counter hits. Yeah, they do a bit like that. It's kind of hard to land sometimes. Like you have to know about your own spacing. It's like being in a meaty situation like this to land it. Bam, 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 bam. Because if you're too far away, then this happens, as you mentioned. %. I think I'm most comfortable doing it in the corner, because then most of the times I just go close and do something like this. Because at the corner you're at max distance. You have the time to also close the gap. So yeah. So yeah, okay. I didn't mention this combo in the presentation, but you can at least watch the VOD to learn this combo. It's very simple. bop, bop, bop. I dropped it. Ah! Okay, it's fine. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. That is a cat combo, one of her BMBs. I'm gonna wait for a few more questions and then I'll let the presentation is both in Promenade and in EU Training Grounds. So if you go to the advice section in both Discords, you'll find it there. I can also ping you if you want it. Let's see. And bam, I pinged you in the channel. Ooh, I mean, I can give you a very like general flow chart for the character because let's see. Okay, wait. Oh, wrong. There you go. Let's say she's blocking everything now, just because. Like something you want to go for is like check your opponent. Like try to do something like this, like close M, far L into to M, just to see if they mash a lot. If they're not mashing, reset your pressure with 26L. Try to grab them and see if they how they react to your grabs, because depending on how they tech your grab, you can also use that to mix up pressure. If they tech it, then what you can do is to like do a shimmy and you get a hit on it. If they do a mash tech, then all you gotta do is to frame trap them. Bam. Or do a how do you say a meaty as well. It works. So those are the things I would say you can go for. What else? My flowchart is also like just play very safe. Like you don't have to rush anything, so you can just wait for your opponent to press something, and if you want to punish him, go for 6XL, go for 2 M's to catch them either getting close or with hit confirm into 2 to 6 U, because that's the button you want to go for every time. If you don't have either, then of course you can go for this option, which is, you know, bam, bam, bam. Yeah, this option where you go from triple attack into fireball, a low attack into thrust. You can also do something like this, bam. You have these options available to disposal. You just gotta like try these options for yourself. What else? Bam, 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 and of course 2U gives you more launch. Bam, bam. You get a meaty here. Look, bam, bam. You get a hit on the close medium. Bam, 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 bam. See? Like this is a very good option to go for. And if you don't want to go for the close medium option, you can always go for something like this. Bam, 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 bam. Jumping, either jumping H or jumping U. Like both works because they keep you plus. That's the important part. If another small fact is, depending on when you land your jumping attack, you'll be more plus. Let's say you land them, you land this button like at head level, you get +7 or +6. But if you land them as leg, like on the waist or leg, you're +12. So knowing the timing of this can change certain scenarios and keep you more plus. On a mid like this, it won't matter that much because on your way down you'll be plus, and that's what matters. Because you as long as you're plus more than +5, I think you can avoid the DP. You should be able to avoid the DPs that come out. The more plus you are, the better your chances. And this goes with any character. You just gotta like lab out the timing and check for yourself. Bam. This also opens your opponent up for either a grab, or a frame trap, or a shimmy. Bam. Like there are so many options you can go for. But I would say simple game plan. Keep it simple. Play patient, and if you find a very obvious pattern in your opponents, then how do you say, punish it. if they BC after a close light, then do a light wall, counter it. Like let's say, bam, 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 punish it, bam, bam, do big damage. And if they do, if they mash afterwards, initial hit only. If they mash after a close light, frame trap, bam, bam, bam. Like really keep it simple for yourself. Okay, now I can't land this because reasons. Bam. So stuff like this, like like everything that I've mentioned in my presentation is like very base level of things you can try out yourself. And if you want to go deeper, you can always lab more and find out, or you can just ask me for stuff now and I can show you. Because as I said before, a lot of things on Cat can be improvised. It's crazy, like how the character can make you. Like even though she only has 2 specials to work around for the combos, she still has a lot to work around. Like depending on like how much height the opponents are in, and also depending on your 5U, you can get very good conversions. So yeah. The 5U was not the best until they changed it in 1.5, and that's when I picked her up, because 5U was not it, but now it's great. Well, it's balanced now. Like back in the day, you could get close M at any place in on screen, even mid screen. You could get a close M and extend the combo again. Like it was crazy. Her combos back in those days, yeah. Like she was almost top tier at 1.5, and then she got nerfed, and now she's not even top tier anymore. But her 5U was broken then, and now it's just, yeah. I actually don't know when you start playing this game, Brandon. I remember you joining very late. That's fair. I have played the game since launch, but I started playing the game seriously like a year ago. Like when I got Cat to Masters, that's when I started playing games seriously. But even then, I must admit, I've always been lazy of the grind. Like I haven't actually started grinding until recently. Because my goal has always been to become Grandmaster, and I still haven't reached it yet. And that's probably because I haven't grinded much. So that's kind of on me. Yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow reset. But the thing is, like tomorrow, everyone else is gonna play, and then I have to be at the top for 2 months, right? Because that's how long a season is. So I have to wait. So it's February to March. So I have until March to be top. Bro, JP players, bro. Like Saku, the Source player, he had like 20k crystals at every season. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? How much are you grinding? Wait, oh, okay, you know what? Let's go. Bro, I'm gonna say visuals at number 1. I swear to God. Rankings. I just have 5 GM, bro. Nah, ain't no way. Okay, wait, is that no? That's not visuals. That, bro, what is this? Okay, where's Saku? Oh, there's Saku. Yep, visuals is in number 10. My goat Ed is number 5. Damn. JF. I mean, hey, that's fair. That's fair enough. I should grind more, brother. I should grind way more ranked, because I feel like if I play ranked, I will learn how to adapt faster in like shorter sets. I want to play more ranked just because of that reason. Here is Jing. Bro dropped Katalina for Luane. I'm still sad about that fact, you know, but. And here's number 1 Cats. I'm not sure where they are from. Bro, PP man. PP man. Oh man. Koji Koko, yeah, okay. Let's go to character specifics. Oh, Rebo. Oh, he's still playing cat, but not as much. Bro, you're third place. The fuck are you talking about? Who is Gerudo? Elsa, please. Who is it now again? Wait, is this space? It's Prada. Oh, I have no idea who Prada is. Damn, okay. Trevon is up there. Oh yeah, Meliodama, my goat, as well. Mia Mitsurugi. Damn. Incendiate on cats. Dia. Greyfish. Hey, look, man, at least you'll get the Supreme Grandmaster title. Damn. Okay, you said check Bea, Zeta, Sandy, and Vera. Okay. Bro is number 4 on Zeta. Holy shit. Let's see. Okay, Bea, Zeta. Okay. Vera. Okay, this I know because I fought you the other day. You're on number 8. What the fuck? Who else? Beatrix. Space. Yes, of course, Space. You're third place, brother. What the fuck? Damn. Sound awful. Okay, my sand needs more work though. Yeah. Okay, look. The main difference here is you're good on many characters. Like, I only play Katalina, but I still haven't gotten her to Grandmaster yet. The fraud Bea? Who? Retarded game. Nah, what the fuck? Yeah. I want to play more ranked in general and get to Grandmaster at least once. If I can do that, I'll be happy. Niantic on Beatrix as well. I think for me, what I have to do is lab more matchups because I have a hard time labbing because I don't know how to lab. So like I think that's the thing that holds me back a bit, and also just grinding in general. Like both grinding ranked and playing against, how do you say? Like playing like I'll put it this way. I can think almost like a high level player, but I don't have the knowledge of a high level player, kind of. And also my defense needs work because my defense is not it. And yeah, exactly. And matchups, 100%. Like I'm playing against Saki, I only asked on Ladiva. And that's fine. You even play Ladiva. Okay, last thing I'll check is I saw Saki playing Charlotte again, but he's not GM with Charlotte, but I think he picked her up again. I think he might play more Charlotte and Luane moving forward. But like, yeah, I gotta grind more. That's all there is to it. Alright, I think I have reached the end of the stream. I would say so. Let's do this. Face cam reveal. This is not the first time. Alright. Yeah, this is pretty much since you only stream. Thank you, man. It was lovely seeing you on stream as well. I mean, just, you know, talking about the cat with me and also just catching up. Yeah, I really want people to. The thing is, I don't stream often, but I've thought about streaming more often. I've thought about streaming both Granblue and arts because I also do art on the side. So I thought about doing both moving forward. I'm getting a better microphone in like 2 weeks, so once I have that, I'll probably stream more. Yeah, that'll be cool. I can also like, I want to stream, but I need to get a new PC. Do you have a potato PC? Maybe. But yeah, I want to say thank you everyone for staying for the stream. I'm happy that we got some people here who want to learn about Katalina. She's a really fun character. She is still represented in EU, but we need more of those. I've seen lots of beginners pick up Astraga and UL. They're very famous, but I would like to see more Catalinas because she's awesome. Um, that's pretty much it. UL is so boring. Yeah, but I don't like UL. Don't tell Velcy that. It's gonna kill me. But yeah, thank you so much. And if you guys want to see the presentation, I have posted in both in Promenade server and in EU Training Grounds. And if you have any questions about Catalina, you can always ask me or ask Vandin. I'm not sure if Vandin has joined EU Training Grounds, but they are in Promenade. If you want to ask them questions there, we both have Catalina at a very good level, so asking us would be great. You should join that. We're a lovely little community on the side. Hell yeah, she's so fun. You will not regret it. If you want like I mean everything you need is mostly in the presentation. So if you just check that out a few times, you'll get the hang of it. And if there's something specific you want help with, I can always help too. Yeah. So yeah, that is pretty much it for my stream. Thank you so much for joining, and yeah, I'll be posting the VOD on YouTube for those who are wondering about that. So yeah, I will turn off the stream. It was lovely having you. Peace.